Last week I was talking about fasting on Saturday and the Blessed Virgin Mary, and I brought up Fatima and the First Saturday devotion. I've been wanting to talk a little bit about Fatima because, let's face it, nobody gets it. I received a book a few years ago, False Friends of Fatima. Very informative, but I consider the authors also false friends of Fatima, for they accept that fiction put out by the anti-Vatican under anti-Pope John Paul II, pardon me, as the Third Secret of Fatima. I don't think we'll ever see the Third Secret of Fatima. There were secrets in several other apparitions I've read that existed that we don't know about. The only one we have any information on is the Secret of La Salette, other than the Secret of Fatima. Secret of La Salette, we do know, mentioned infallibility and Antichrist. Because Melanie asked about those two terms. We know Pope Pius IX read it, and he told us, unless you do penance, you shall likewise perish, and that's all you need to know about the Secret of La Salette. Good enough for him, good enough for me. But let's return to the Third Secret of Fatima, which is where we're way off course. But let's first look at Fatima in general. Everyone's looking for that period of peace. Read it carefully. It's a conditional. If we see sinning, we'll get a period of peace. And looking back at Fatima is in 1917. All right. Now, there were three parts to the Secret of Fatima. We know the first and the second. Okay? The consecration of Russia, we have done as best as we could. And when we get more bishops and have diocesan bishops, we plan on doing it again. The fake ones in Rome don't work. Pope Pius XII did not consecrate Russia specifically as he was told to. Alright. We know about the request for the first Saturdays. We know about the period of peace, which was conditional. We know about the prediction, if we don't stop sinning, there'll be a worse war. And you see a night illumined by a strange light. I've met someone, a non-Catholic, he's now deceased, and he was explaining it and realized when he was in Canada, he saw that strange light. Because he'd seen the Northern Lights a lot, because he spent time in Canada. He lived in Michigan, northern part of the Lower Peninsula. It's in the upper Lower Peninsula, they call it. In any case, we had World War II and the reign of Pius XI, as prophesied by Mary at Fatima if we did not stop sinning. So we didn't get the period of peace, instead we got World War II. Now, we do know about the third secret. It's a matter of the papacy, because you said to almost let go. You see, I said, calm it down. You're getting close to the secret. We know it's a matter of the papacy. We also know from Lucia herself the reason it should be revealed in 1960 is that would become clearer in 1960. So in other words, the Blessed Virgin Mary said something that indicated to Lucia 1960. She could have used the term 1960, the year 1960. Whatever. She made her will clear. Okay. Lucia wrote it down. It was given to her bishop and to the patriarch. Okay. So two copies. One to the bishop, one to the patriarch of Portugal, I believe. Bishop of Liera, in which Fatima, the diocese in which Fatima is located. And so they each had it, and they had instructions to reveal it in 1960. Neither one did. Now we know it made its way to the Vatican. That's what's interesting. Lucia did not order it sent to the Vatican. Possibly because whatever would become clear by 1960 would affect the Vatican and the papacy. Now, there's something in this book, False Friends of Fatima, that I had not heard before. In 1959, early 1959, Lucia said she wanted to go on the radio to talk to the world about Fatima. A strange request for a Carmelite nun. One she would only make if there was a very good reason. Had the third secret begun to become clearer? Okay, she gave an interview to a Father Fuentes in 57. Look it up online. It's rather apocalyptic. The Vatican sent a letter in, which was replied to on July 2nd of 1959, in which the person replying to the letter to the Vatican, who claimed to be Sister Lucy, denied the apocalyptic references in the 57 Fuentes interview. It's my opinion, sometime between Sister Lucy's request and July 2nd of 59, she was martyred. An impostor was put into place. Google impostor fake Sister Lucy. The pictures are all over the internet. Okay? I mean, and these are real pictures, because these are pictures I've seen in my own books in my own library. So in other words, it's from books, like prior to the apostasy in the case of the real Sister Lucy, and then the 67 visit, I believe it was, with Anti-Pope Paul VI, then the visit with John Paul II. I mean, these are real pictures. In other words, and the two women are definitely two different people. Sister Lucy is snaggletooth and skinny. The fake got a full set of teeth and plump. I don't remember Carmelite nuns becoming plump. I kind of think they did a lot of fasting. In any case, the Third Secret of Fatima focused on 1960. We know the papacy was usurped in October of 58. That could have been what Sister Lucy saw, what made her want to speak to the world about Fatima, to get us to do penance to stop the great apostasy. And I believe she gave her life trying to warn us. Nobody found out about her martyrdom. I've long suspected it, especially when someone started showing me the pictures, and I saw, you got the real Sister Lucy, you got the fake Sister Lucy. Two different women. And so, as we observed the last Sunday after Pentecost here in 2014, the gospel is prophetic. There are false Christs and false prophets. We're seeing these prophecies fulfilled. And we know, as Cardinal Manning said, in the present crisis of the Holy See, there will come a time in history when Antichrist will come. This is a matter of faith. It is possible the Third Secret mentions Antichrist. Secret La Salette did. Now we know the versions out there are on the index. Whether there's any truth to anything in them, we do not know. We do know that whatever is in those versions is incomplete at best, because infallibility is not mentioned. So, let us fast and pray for an end to the great apostasy. God bless you.